I mean, it's New Year's Eve. We already know that Hillbrow is hectic enough as it is on an ordinary day. What do you find when you get to Hillbrow on New Year's Eve?
When you get to Hillbrow on New Year's Eve, it's first of all I need to make it clear that it wasn't as bad as previous years in Hillbrow.
Yeah, okay.
So there's a culture of people throwing furniture out their windows, fridges, bottles, shooting fireworks at each other and throwing fireworks at the police and whatever. And that's kind of that's pretty much what we encountered, except it wasn't on such a heavy level as what I've heard the previous years have been.
I mean, I read somewhere that, you know, at 2 a.m., somewhere at 2 a.m., you realized that, you know, the lens cap never came off. Talk to us about that. What happened there?
This was for Camilla.
Yeah.
She had she had my second camera around her neck the whole day. It's just more of a prop than anything else, but like she writes in the article, it made her feel more confident. And yeah, she said at the end of the night she hadn't even taken the lens cap off of the camera. I mean, I had to have the lens cap off if I was going to, you know, take any photos. So.
What did that experience teach you about your love for photography and what you captured when you got there?
It taught me how far I'll go for images that I want. Definitely, I suppose it helps show your own level of commitment to your own craft. You know, when you're taking certain risks to get what you want.
I mean, I imagine you're very close to the police at this time. I mean, they're going through Hillbrow, searching people, looking for, you know, whatever it is that they're looking for. How close are you to the police at that time? And talk to us about the process of having to take the picture and being so close to these law enforcement agents.
Yeah, so first of all, I'm not used to working with the police. Normally I'm out on my own just doing it. So it was my first time with the police, which was quite odd actually. Then with the police, we managed to organize to go with them on their earlier patrols, which none of the other press went with. We followed them around and we immediately realized just how aggressively the police act and how fast they move. So we found ourselves in the lead car with a captain who was in charge of the whole operation, and we soon realized that this guy was now in charge of where we stop and who stopped. So we were right in the front. When he stopped and ran, we had to run. When bottles were thrown at them, they were thrown at us. Yeah. And then after the earlier patrols, we even negotiated to be with the captain and his task force instead of being in the police in Yada, and that was just quite interesting.
What for you makes this partnership with Camilla work so well?
It's actually the first time we've done anything together. It just did work. I mean, I love the way she writes. It's a personal account of the night. It's not mainstream media, but I think everyone can relate with it. Because
I mean, I read her piece and I thought, okay, now even if I wasn't seeing the pictures and read her stuff, I still can picture it in my mind. What for you stood out about her and her writing?
She was brave. She was really brave. This is the first time she'd ever been in any kind of situation like this. I mean, what stood out for me the most with her writing was just how relatable it was to most people. And it just brought a very, very nice feminine touch to things because, you know, she's got that to her writing. And I find my images are probably like harder and more, you know, in the middle of everything. And being able to tone it down with that kind of writing was a really cool combination.
All right. So what are you trying to say with these pictures? When you look at them now, you've taken these beautiful pictures of Hillbrow and these images, and you said how, you know, it was less violent than it was over the years. This year, 2014 pictures, what were you trying to say with Hillbrow?
It's difficult to say what I was trying to say, to be honest with you, because I just kind of put myself in the situation and photographed it. But in hindsight, looking back on it, I don't want to create an impression that Hillbrow is this crazy place where people are constantly throwing their furniture out the windows and bottles. This was one particularly exciting day on the calendar. You know, there's still 364 other days that go with this. Yeah, so I don't want to create perceptions that Hillbrow is like this all the time.
All right. Jonathan, thank you so much for talking to us.
It's a pleasure.
My work, fashion photographer and photojournalist Jonathan Boyd, speaking to us about his experience spending New Year's Eve in Hillbrow to put together a remarkable photo essay of that residential neighborhood in Johannesburg's inner city. We'll talk everything trends in 2015 after this. Stay with us.